All right, so Barry Moore's joined me after the game. Finished Hastings 1, Carshalton 0. Barry also turned in about a 3-minute spell, hit the bar down there, Walter hit the bar, and then sort of 2 or 3 minutes later, I think, it's sending off, and it kind of turned the game from there. Is that the way you see it?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, first half, don't think they troubled us. A couple of set pieces that went in there. We had a couple of set pieces, so it was a bit of a like for like for the football that they try and play. I think we nullified it. I think they looked more dangerous going in behind us rather than playing through us, which we'd worked on in the week. So I thought we looked solid, especially with Leo going in at centre half today. And then second half, for instance, I thought we'd come out well for 5 minutes. Walter's got a score. It's a game changer. He's got a score. You could say what a fantastic save, but at the same time, he's got to put it in the net. And on the back of that, Biro breaks into the box, hits him on the arm, says he didn't mean to do it. The ref pulls out the second yellow. Maybe he should have waited a little bit longer to think about it, the ref. And then we're back against the walls.
Yeah, and even when you went down to 10, it looked like you were holding out pretty well, and then there was a bit of a build-up of pressure. They hit the bar, and then obviously the free kick going in. It looked like through the wall, which I think you said you saw it that way as well. But in terms of trying to get back in it, you threw Tommy and Iffy on. Was that you obviously looking to pull it back? Yeah.
Yeah, that was with about 5 to 10 minutes left. Even on the break, I thought we nicked it a couple of times. Gus should have been played through. Gus went through himself as well, so we had a couple of chances. Even with down to 10 men, I still don't think they hurt us with passing football. They was looking for the big diag and getting crosses in. And the most disappointing thing is we've lost to a shot from 30 yards, waist height, that went through the wall. Now, that's not brave. And, if you're in a wall, you've got to be there to get hit. What's the worst that can happen? It's going to hurt you. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. That's disappointing. But, at the end of the day, they've come away with a win. They're going to be happy. We've come away. If we'd have had a 0-0 with 10 men, would have been happy. Yeah, a point. But the sending off obviously turned the game. Biro's not meant to do it. Of course he hasn't. I think the ref probably rushed into getting his yellow out straight away instead of having a little think about it. But listen, we haven't won since Horsham. It's not good enough. We've had chances in games to score first, and it's not good enough. So we've got to train Tuesday, Thursday, prepare for next Saturday, and hopefully start converting a few more chances.
And of course the reality is Carshalton are now quite well down towards the bottom end of the league, but you and Steve have been around for a while. Presumably you're not going to panic just yet. No,
we're not going to panic, of course not. I mean, what are we, 7 games in? We have 7 games in, so no, it's not a time to panic just yet. It's a long season. We've got 38 games to go. 38 games to go. That's a lot of football to be played. So we've got to focus on putting in the net. We were solid today. Similar to Bognor, we can see 3 poor goals and we scored 3. So now we won't panic yet, but at the same time we've got to look at where we're struggling, and we've got to rectify it, and the players have got to rectify it, and the fans have got to see us rectify it. So we'll train this week, prepare for Havant, which is going to be an unbelievably huge test for us, but all we can do is that, and hopefully we come at the end of a good result.
And do you see as you just mentioned, the Havant Cup game, obviously they're going really well in the National League South, but do you see the opportunity to play in the Cup as a good thing, or would you rather have be trying to set things straight in the league sooner rather than later?
Well, we've got a game on the Monday, haven't we? If after the Saturday, if we don't draw, so we're only 9 days out of another league game, so it's not like we've got to then wait another week. But every game of football you want to win, and the boys have got, whether it's Havant, whether it's Ebbsfleet at the top of the league. They've got to, if they want to aspire to play higher, then they have to make the right decisions at the right time. Same as us as coaches and management. If we want to go higher, we've got to do the same. But there won't be any panicking going on from Steve, Watto and myself, because we've been in the game long enough to know that if you're in the top 10 in October, it ain't necessary you're going to be in the top 10 when it really matters in April, May time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, well, thanks for talking to us. Sure you'd rather be doing something else, but thanks, Barry.
No problem at all. Thanks very much.
Mate. Thanks. Cheers. Okay, so I've joined, Gus So's joined me, I should say, after the Hastings game. Another disappointing day for the players. What's the mood in the dressing room at the moment, Gus?
It's quite low, to be fair, because we're just letting games like this slip. where we should be getting maximum points. So yeah, as you can tell, the mood is quite low right now. But yeah, we just have to do better. I think just have to do better, plain and simple.
And I was saying to Barry earlier that the game sort of really turned in about a 3 or 4 minute spell where he hit the bar down there. Then Tom got sent off, and it was back to the wall stuff a bit after that, really.
Yeah, just before that, when we had 11v11, we was all over them, especially second half, and we was on the front foot, as you said, hit the crossbar, created chances, and it looked like we was going to go on for win it. And then obviously a silly handball kind of changed the game around. So yeah.
And what do you think it's going to take just to sort of bring that level of improvement to start turning sort of defeats into draws or wins and that kind of thing?
To be fair, I think if we keep on creating chances like how we're creating chances, that's the start. And now just being more clinical and being ruthless in front of goal, because we create every game, we create probably 4 or 5 or 6 clear-cut chances, and we end up probably scoring 1 or none. And I think once we start hitting the back of the net more often, we'll be alright, because at the back we're not leaking goals. So yeah, I think if we be more clinical in front of goal and then putting teams away early and putting chances away, I think that's how we can kind of turn it around.
Okay. And you probably looked at as one of the leaders on the field. Do you feel that sort of responsibility to try and sort of bring the players up when things aren't going your way?
Yeah, I don't mind that responsibility, to be fair, and I think for us to even push on more, we need more leaders, and I think 1 or 2 players can't do it. We need a whole squad, or everyone to step up to lead in their own way, because not everyone's a screamer, shouter, or not everyone's loud, etc. So everyone need to bring their own kind of leadership skills into the team.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we big cup tie next week, of course. Looking forward to that one. Test against the side who have made a great start to the season. So I should imagine you're looking forward to that.
Yeah. We're looking forward to it, to be fair. But I think, just as I said earlier, all the games are probably the same. If you put your chances away and stop the opposition scoring, you'll get a chance.
Okay. Well, thanks for talking, Gus. Cheers.
Nice one.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.